Wow. Hey guys. Sorry, I wasn't expecting people in so early. How are you guys doing? Thanks for the good luck. How you doing, gentlemen? Been a while. Daily Discord invite stream. Have I left that? Oh, I have left that title on. I was going to change it. Never mind. Doing well? Good. How did you get on with, I want to say Junichiro you were battling with last time I spoke to you? Is that right? Also, Derman, I thought of you this morning when I wondered what music to play, and I've put on some Boris Brecher from your homeland. I don't know if you're a fan, but I really like it when it comes to minimal techno. You got deep fried, spit roasted and toasted. That is a colourful way of describing you getting cooked. Yeah, nice. So you didn't beat him yet then? Ah, you'll get him, dude. I believe. Oh, I put on some Boris Brecher this morning. A German DJ, and I thought of you. Wondered if you might appreciate him, since minimal techno is quite big in Germany, right? Generally. Anyway, that's the current music. Haven't heard him for a while, so. So I just put a bunch of Boris Brecher albums in a playlist and press play. Oh, god damn. I wanted to sneak behind him. That's fine. First one of the day. We're chilling. Still got the coffee. Still hot. Oh, so you did get past Junichiro then? Yeah, getting hit to tutorial genie. That's always a good start, isn't it? Yeah, I was in two minds there. I thought, oh no, it's phase 2. I need to run closer to him to stop him doing the arrow. But at that point, I was already too close and still too far, so couldn't avoid it. Where are you up to now, gentlemen? This is your first casual playthrough you're on of Sekiro, right? Oh, the falling scream monkeys, yeah. So you just got the mortal blade. I'm speaking like someone who knows the game, but I really don't. I only know this run. I don't know the game at all, really. All I know is after the monkeys on my run, it's Gunfort. Yeah, Gunfort. Yeah, no worries, dude. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I'll be here fighting Tutorial Genie over and over, apparently. I think I've caught up on sleep, Derman, since the clock change yesterday. I woke up a bit later today. The sun was already well up, and I'm feeling a bit refreshed, which is good. How about you? You recovered? Sneaky combo into arrow. Cheeky genie. Oh, you didn't feel the -1 hour sleep. You still got to catch up, do you think? And we've started the run, look at that. Into the outskirts. One week, yeah. Sometimes takes a while, doesn't it? What do you do? Are you working, studying? Do you have much to be well slept for, or can you chill? Working, alright. Well, hopefully it's not too strenuous for you. When I worked, it was in IT, tech support, and business consulting type shit. So a lot of the time I was just drinking coffee and eating toast at my desk, so it was kind of chill. Yeah. Watching the clock, waiting to go home, that sort of thing. Fun. Waste of life, but you know. Woke up at 7, yeah. Can you watch Twitch from work? That's the big question. I'm a big tennis fan, and when Wimbledon's on in the UK, I always watch it. So the worst for me was being at work, just trying to get away with watching tennis matches when Wimbledon was on. Yeah, people watching, huh? The IT guys are always watching. Monitoring your network usage. What's this guy doing? Thankfully, watching video doesn't take too much data, so it might not be a red flag. Who knows? Don't want to get you in trouble there. Yeah, keep the res down. Yeah, good call. Speaking of which, I probably need to turn Twitch enhanced broadcasting back on so that people can choose a lower res on this stream. At the moment it's just whatever res I'm streaming at and that's it. I mean, the reason I don't have that on is because I've been playing around with trying to resolve the stuttering issue, so I didn't really want any unnecessary settings on while I was doing that. And down he goes. Oh man, I hate getting that grapple point. I didn't move my camera either. Yeah. No, you don't actually. You can. I have done it before. You could just tick Twitch enhanced broadcasting in OBS, and the only caveat is it only allows it for your stream if there isn't a server load. Say meow. God, here he is. He hasn't forgotten. Good morning, Crunchy. How are you? But yeah, you can do Twitch enhanced broadcasting as a non-affiliate. It just means if there's excess server load at Twitch's end, you just won't have the extra resolutions. But at this time of day, I think it's fine. I might pop it on tomorrow and we'll test that. Yeah, you're basically just low priority for the enhanced broadcasting, but if the servers have enough headroom, you'll get it. If you've turned it on. Doing good, yeah. I'm a little bit more refreshed today after yesterday's clock changes and strange waking up. Thing. But yeah, back to normal today it seems like, which is good. Ready for another Gyobu mess up of the script. Meow. There you go. That's all you're getting there. Be thankful I did it once. Kind of messed that up. I think we're alright. Behave, please. I missed, but I think we're good. Yeah, we should be fine. There it is. You'll accept it, good. Bonus one for you. Meow. Yeah, that's literally all you're getting. Meow. GG and meow. Thanks. How low can you meow? Bonuses. Okay, we'll try not killing this guy, because apparently we don't need to. Yeah, that works. I like that. Just hear him trying pot shots in the background. Yeah, Gentle popped in briefly and made a point of saying that he's off to stream. As far as I know, he hasn't asked Derman for a follow, so. Indeed, yeah, he's good at that. Crunchy has a good story about that. When he first met Crunchy. My goodness. I think he's a young kid though, so, you know, I guess we cut him some slack. Yeah, he's nice enough. I think he's just not really thinking about that social etiquette, you know. But he's nice enough. But yeah, it was the end of the stream, wasn't it, Crunchy? And he said, Crunchy, have you got a moment? I'd like to talk to you or something. And I was like, yeah, feel free to hang out and chat, guys. That's nice that you know, he wants to have a nice chat. But it wasn't. It was like, I'm close to 50 followers. Can you follow me, please? I found out the next day and I'm like, oh god. Oh dear. He's one of those. All got destroyed. Tragic. Thought he just wanted to get close to you. Yeah. Nope. He just wanted your follow. Hilarious. I suppose that's my fault for not putting chat rules on, right? I'll get round to it. I'll get round to all that stuff. I still need to make a post. I made a forum account on obsproject.com yesterday to post about the stuttering issue. So at some point I'm gonna have to like make a really nice long post with lots of YouTube video evidence and log files and stuff like that, and because I really want to get to the bottom of what the cause is, even if I've sort of worked out some kind of workaround for now. It's still looming in the background. I still feel like I could get unlucky with the timing of the stream if it happens to coincide with some weird OBS behavior. We could have like an hour's worth of stutter, which would be pretty rough. Anyway, until it happens, I can sort of relax, I guess. Oh no, Derman's doing it as well. What a sly dog. Sorry, Derman, I won't stamp on your parade. Oh, you little slimer. Genius so in my head right now. I need to relax, but I can't. Okay. Oh man, I don't know why that was so stressful. I guess I actually just wanted to kill him and not get hit. Thanks, man. Yeah, I was actually stressed out there. Yeah, you can interrupt his dance just by attacking him as well. I think if you time the attack well, he'll just go back into the rhythm of attacks and deflects. But honestly, at least in phase 3, when he does his dance, I like running around just because it gives me a chance to breathe a bit. Not even close. Yeah, well, it was actually at one point. At one point, I was so stressed that I almost missed a fast deflect. I don't know why I was stressed. First time I felt stress on Genie for a while. I guess I just wanted to get past him because it feels like a while since I've got a run to go past him. So. There it is. Watch the candlestick. Save the candlestick. There it is. Enjoy your candles, Kuro. Say potato when you feel stressed. Potato. 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 I suppose that works, yeah. Thanks, dude. Nice idea. if you give him back the sake, does he perform worse in the final fight? Because you sort of get him drunk. That'd be funny. Yeah, that would be a nice quirk of the game, wouldn't it? Like occasionally he'll like fall over when he's trying to do a combo. The devs missed a trick there. Scotch whiskey in Japan. Oh, that would be a turn-up. The easiest heavy coin purse pickup in the game. Nico, take notes. I can teach you a thing or two. No, I honestly think I pissed Nico off by suggesting some strats to him once. I don't think he liked me after that. Like, who's this clapfish guy? How dare he thinks he knows more than I do about DS2. Just trying to help, mate. Just trying to help. Oh, it was on Watcher and Defender. Because of the way he plays it, he like just sprints away rather than like carefully controls their positioning. And it got him into an impossible situation where he was up against the wall once and he just couldn't avoid Watcher's combo. So I just suggested like trying to control the positioning more rather than and use the spacing to his advantage. To avoid that impossible situation, because I'd got myself into that impossible situation a bit too, and you know, found a way to avoid it. Oh yeah, Anders, yeah, I remember that guy popping in. Is he like part of Savio's team or something? I don't know. He seemed to know you guys, so. But he was only here briefly, I think. I'm not really sure he said much. Nico got hit to Gunfort Game 7 when he was running Golden J, yeah. Then he asked, what did I do wrong? Anders replied, wrong grapple. He got insta-banned? No way. He actually got banned? Are you serious? Oh my god, dude. Okay. In a way that makes me feel a bit better, because I was like, maybe I'm overreacting and Nico like actually wasn't pissed off with me and it was in my imagination. But yeah, there is something weird about the atmosphere in there, especially when he's like, what did I do wrong? And I'm like, okay, well, I've got some suggestions for you. And then he's just like, oh fuck, gotta pay attention. Let's just stay here for a sec. Yeah, and then he's just like not not receptive to suggestions. Yeah, but the mods reflect the community, right? The mods reflect his kind of mentality, so yeah, that's rough. But it's so ridiculous because like he says, what can I do? And then I was like, okay, well, I've got an idea for you. And then it's instantly met with, oh my god, I thought I was dead. Then it's instantly met with derision, and you're like, dude, do you want to improve? Did you mean it when you said, what can I do? Yeah, but I understand if people are like constantly suggesting and backseating when the streamer doesn't want it, that's totally understandable. But when they say, you know, when they cry out, what can I do differently? Like, what did I do wrong? They're actually asking for suggestions. Surely, right? And then someone gives them one, and then they just get pissed off, and then it's like, okay, dude, you actually, there's some kind of ego issue within you because you have an opportunity here to improve and you're not taking it. What is up with my utilization? It's like 70-80% right now. Are we stuttering, guys? Is this rotation smooth? Utilization's all over. It's all good. Okay. Good, thanks. Okay, let's focus. No, why? It didn't buffer my attack, dude. Didn't buffer my attack. Alright, that's fine. We'll go from Roberto. Sad indeed, yeah. To be honest, I was all over the place because we were having a good conversation about Nico, and it actually made me feel quite validated because, like I said, when I made those suggestions to Nico, and he reacted like he did, like he really seemed pissed off with me, and then the next time I was saying, hey Nico, good luck and all of this, like I used to when I went into the stream, he just would never say hi to me anymore. And I was like, did I do something wrong? Is he pissed off with me now? Was it because I made suggestions last time, you know? Phantom save state, let's go. So thanks, Derman, for that story, because it actually makes me feel a bit more validated, you know? Yeah, exactly, right? I've been blacklisted fished. I like that. Blackfish, that's actually a really cool nickname, Blackfish. I like that one. But yeah, it's okay, so it's not just me, because I thought, is it just me imagining things? Is he actually just maybe not seeing my messages and stuff? But when it happened like 5 times in a row, that he would just not respond to me and stuff. Yeah, so it's just an ego issue, I guess. Alright, let's do Roberto 5 times in a row. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it's Roberto and not anything in the early game. I was getting bored with early game resetting. Happy with this though. I like this boss. Best death in FromSoft. I don't know why that attack didn't buffer though. Oops. I'm supposed to do another... I don't matter. Who needs Ash? Apparently I need Ash. I also need to stop yapping. But I'm also really preoccupied with My GPU utilization went up to 85 there. Maybe it's this area, but it shouldn't be. Anyway, if it's not stuttering, we're good, I suppose. I don't really care what the utilization is as long as it's smooth. I still contributed to Nico just for getting the good run. I felt like I had to, because the amount I'd watched him and the emotion he showed for getting the run, I really respect that. Okay. So I actually gifted him 5 subs for the getting the run the next day. Which, coming from me currently not earning any money and having to live off savings and stuff, you know, says a lot, because I'm obviously having to be careful with money right now. But you know, I thought, yeah, 20 quid to the guy, fair play. And I think he was maybe a bit shocked. So I don't know. But then it makes me feel weird, because I kind of, you want to support the guy, but at the same time you don't want to support bad behavior. Do you know what I mean? So then you're in like two weird minds about, like, I want to show my gratitude and appreciation for such an amazing effort, but at the same time I don't want to promote bad or egotistical or unfair kind of like cliquey behavior as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the chat jumps on you and stuff like, yeah. And since then, if I do go back into a stream now, I tend to lurk, because it's like, I feel like I did what I could, and anything else just isn't gonna help. It's just gonna maybe, I just don't like people that don't like being challenged. Do you know what I mean? Okay, that's why I can't do an attack after the lunge, because if I do and he does a quick attack, we hit at the same time. But it goes back to big problems in society, which Crunchy knows I talk about a lot. People being married to their opinions, and tying it with their ego, and being attached to their ideas to the level that if anyone challenges any idea that they have, they'll take it personally instead of just thinking about it objectively, because it doesn't need to be attached to their ego. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just an opinion or an idea. You can talk about it objectively and then we can move forward, but the fact that everyone's so steadfastly like passionate and defensive about their ideas and their opinions, that's what causes a lot of the issues in the world, because it causes division instead of, you know, progression for society. So whenever I see that in anyone, if anyone can't be challenged, because if you do, you're instantly like ridiculed and banned and whatever it is in their chat, that's the sort of behavior that needs challenging in society in general. So yeah, lots of mixed feelings about him. Well, that's the thing. He did know me. It's like I'd been following for a good while, at least 6 months or so, and I think I'd thanked him for like inspiring me to try Hitless running and mentioned that I was doing DS2 SL1 and stuff. And when I said about the strat idea for Watcher and Defender, you know, I was coming from a place of experience, because I'd by that point I had fought him a lot, but he was just immediately, I don't know. Marathon runners don't change any strats, get offended when you suggest something. Yeah. But the weirdest thing is it's like it comes immediately after he's saying he's asking for help, like what can I do? But obviously I suppose when he says that, he doesn't actually mean help me, I want suggestions. He's just like venting his anger, maybe. So you have to read it differently, I guess. You can say friendly like the strat. Hang on a sec. Here, Derman, have mod status. Bang. Have a sword. Kill that bot. Since Crunchy's chilling, maybe he's napping. You can say friendly like the strat and don't want to change or something. Yeah, exactly. You can still say friend. You can still be a nice guy, right? You can still be like, actually, I was just venting, guys. I'm going to keep my strats the same. Like, please don't suggest anything. I appreciate the sentiment of trying to help me. You know, they could, but yeah, he's got an ego issue, unfortunately. But yeah, you're a mod now if you want to kill that guy. Enjoy the mod privileges. And welcome to the mod team. Yeah, that's too many attacks. I'm clear. I'm obviously not thinking. It's nice to chill on this guy for a while though, you know, instead of a bit stressing about a run. Especially when I'm thinking about when we're having a good conversation about other things. We don't need to be stressing about the run, do we? Where's my task manager gone? There it is. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Looks good on you. Green and green. You don't see the bot? Did you not see that message saying cheap viewers at such... Oh, it's restricted because it's a ban evader. Oh, I just noticed. Yeah, so my... I think there's some auto mod thing going on. Interesting. Hang on a minute. Oop. Sorry for all the clicks. Hey, why can't I? Oh my god, dude. I don't even know how to do it myself, honestly. But whatever. I'll just leave it. If it's restricted, it's not in chat anyway, so it doesn't matter. To get the Senpo skill book, he said I'd look into it but never did. Senpo skill book increases the use of sugars and confetti. Oh, interesting. Oh, you got him, Crunchy. Okay, you could see him because you were already a mod. Derman wasn't already a mod, therefore didn't see the message because it was restricted. That makes sense. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. It got Derman mod status anyway, so... I'm having trouble with the buffering at the moment. I'm pressing the button, but it's not buffering my attacks sometimes. That's what happened to get me hit the first time, and it just happened again there. Weird. Maybe I'm mistiming it or something? A little bit disconcerting. I could try it too, need 8 skill points. Eating your food, don't worry, Crunchy. It'll increase sugar by 15 seconds and confetti by 30 seconds. Oh, really? How often do I buffer? It's just like on that combo, for example, I'll like buffer the... I just press the button once because you don't want to press it more than once, do you? So like I'll attack 3 times while he's screaming and then... No, sorry. Yeah, I'll attack while he's screaming and then I'll deflect the 3 attacks, and then just after the 3rd deflect I'll buffer a dodge, and then I'll buffer an attack for after the dodge. Anyway, that's 1. Let's see if we can get him 5 times in a row. It should be fine because this is a consistent boss, so it should be. What the... Okay. Is that just a random thing that can happen? Like he won't do his flurry, he'll just do a different attack as well? Like, because I don't see that very often. I was just expecting the standard flurry there, and then he did something different. Or is that something I'm doing wrong? And where do you get this Senpo skill? Oh, is it in the skill tree, do you mean? Oh, I can't see it, right? Oh, it's the amount of times I hit him. But I'm not hitting him more than 5 times for sure. If I hit him anything different from 5, it's 4. You need to pick up the book. After monkeys. Okay, well let's look into it when we get there. Why not? Sounds good. Might help the end game, right? Well, it should do if it makes things last longer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. I'm sure it was 5 last time too. 3, 4, 5. Ash. And we're chilling. There it goes. I'm intrigued about this skill book. So wait, you don't need to spend any skill points on it then? It's just like an extra thing. You pick it up, you get extra buff time, and that's it? Oh, you do need points. That might mess up the skills then, we'll see. Whoops. Alright, let's focus. I want to get this guy 5 times now. Let's focus. I'm still a bit distracted by the utilization being so high. Because when the utilization is that high, it often means stuttering, and I can't see a preview, so I'll leave it with you guys. If you notice any stutter, please say. Otherwise, I'll try to focus on the boss here. I think I was just buffering too early before, honestly. Yeah, I think I was just buffering too early. Okay, here's one. Yeah, by the end of the game I always end up with 0 skill points though, so I don't have any spare. That's the only thing I'm thinking about that one. Because I get Ichimonji double for Emma, and that uses the last 3 skill points. Oh my god, dude. Clearly I need a bit of practice on this. Self-sabotage. I just like this boss, right? Alright, here we go. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any spare skill points, sadly. Not if I'm bonking Emma. And we do like a good Emma bonking, don't we, Crunchy? Huh? Yes, we do. Yeah, I'll still, once we get this guy done, I'll still I'm still definitely intrigued about it. So it'd be nice to know where the book is at least for a future casual playthrough or something. Although in casual playthroughs I never use buffs. It seems to me I try to keep things simple in casuals. At least that tends to be my way of playing. Every like FromSoft casual playthrough I've done, I always end up with an inventory full of items that I never use, you know what I mean? I pick up everything and never use anything. That tends to be what happens. End up with a mass of stuff in my inventory and never use any of it. That's kind of also why I've enjoyed learning these hitless runs. Is like, okay, cool, I'm using items now. This is what the items are useful for. That's interesting. Like in DS2, I'd done a DS2 playthrough a long time ago, but obviously with my usual playstyle, I never used any of the items in there, like bright bugs and stuff, and then it's like, these bright bugs are really cool. And I joined the Bright Bug Appreciation Society. Alright, we'll go this way. Choose. That's 2. Bright bugs are sick though. Such a good buff. Thought he was going to chill at the pillar there. That's 3. I absolutely love this boss since changing from Nico's strats to integrating my own, and well, Savio's suggestion with the not doing the stagger deflect thing. Feels so much cleaner. More Giga Chaddy, yeah? Bye-bye. That's full. Yeah, I didn't really consider the fact that the deflect stagger thing was kind of slightly questionable in the community until Savio came in and said, "Oh, you're getting the staggered deflect, blah blah," and then said about his strat, and I watched his video and then changed it. I'm like, yeah, this is way better. Yeah, I think with the buffering, it's just because I hadn't really fought him for a while and I was just buffering too early. There it is, 5 in a row. Let's go. Thanks for your patience, boys. Just needed a little de-rusting on the old rust bucket himself. Let's see if we can avoid that aggro up here that happened last time. Apparently so. Take the idol before monkeys. Okay, where's that? Oh, is it in the near where the incense burner is? Like inside, I guess. Okay. Is that gonna mess up my sugar timings? We'll find out. I can go straight in there, right? Too late now. Yeah, we've got plenty of sugar. I think we're fine here without sugar, right? Yeah. I don't think it makes a difference for this last monkey as long as we've got it for the green one. Damn you, damn you, damn you. Alright. I guess you mean I just needed to pick up the idol so that I can port back there? Hopefully. Alright, nice. So, skills. And now, instead of continuing this one, I need a Gatchin. I can spare one, I think, if I don't use one for either the last bit up towards Emma or the monkeys before going down past the snake to the monk. Yeah, we'll try it. Okay. I've got sugars equipped, so what are we doing? To my left. I was spinning around, so that's not a good time to... Okay, I'm gonna stay facing this way. This way? Or... The utilization is 85% in this area. I don't understand at all. You enter this room from the outside. Okay. Go back the way I came. This way. This is where I came in, right? Do I head straight that way? Looks like there's an opening. Yeah. I shall await instructions. Use Getchum before entering the room. Okay, so I'll use a Getchin now. I run into the tunnel. I hug left. Ignore enemies, hug left, and I'll fall. I'll fall, then turn, what, I guess 180, go back the other way. And crouch. Am I in danger after falling? Run and grapple, no, okay. So after going through there to the left, I fall. Then I can turn back on myself, crouch, run and grapple, and I'm not in danger. Okay. Good to go? Or is there anything else? Grapple twice, okay. Let me just I might as well, while I'm here, I'll just make another random save state. Import F2 Senpou skill book notice, just in case something goes wrong. I should be in the same place, hopefully. Yeah, alright. See if I can remember that. Go left. Left. Yeah. This way. Left. Ignore enemies. This way. Or did I not? Was I not supposed to go this way? That didn't go well, did it? It's a good job I did a save state. Where am I? What's this? Okay. I probably went wrong. So that's exactly why I did a save state. Because now I can just immediately go back up. So maybe I shouldn't have gone down the tunnel, because you said go left, ignore enemies, then I'll fall. I didn't fall, I just went through a tunnel. So keep going down the tunnel, don't crouch through that last bit, I guess. Then I'll fall somewhere else. Don't go in the little hole, yeah. Here it is. Turn back on myself. Crouch. Run and grapple up here. Have I gone wrong? Or are we good? Grapple twice. Here it is. All good. Excellent. Okay. Is it this? Nope. In the house. Ah. Then I can simply... Boom. That's it. Cool. Thanks, dude. I'm just going to do that quickly again just to solidify that route in my mind. Not that I'm probably going to need it for this run, but just because I like doing things twice if something's new. Yeah, that's like you say, with a sugar, that's 100% safe. And pretty quick. Good to know. Thanks, dude. Alright. Learning, we're learning. Again, I can, like I say, I won't have any skill points left over for this, but I'm at least intrigued to see it. So is it in here now somewhere? Wait, is this is new? Temple art, so this came from the book, right? So is it one of these that I can't see? That one, I guess? Or that one? Because you said you need 8 skill points, so... Down past the last one, okay. Yeah, so that's gonna mean that I would have to forfeit a hell of a lot. We get this for Mikiri counter posture damage, which is kind of big. But could be forfeited. Because I don't really need that, or definitely don't need that. Maybe someday I won't bonk ammo. Yeah, I mean that's the other alternative, is not to get this one. However, these are both really good. for AP1 because they're like extra posture damage from everything, basically deflecting and everything else. So for AP1, they're really good boosts, so it's kind of only an extra 3 for that. However, you could still get these, forfeit that for not bonking Emma, and maybe not bother with these as well. So you just forfeit a bit of Mikiri counter, but then is it worth that to get... What do these do? Elbow and arm strikes. Interesting. Yeah, okay, let's continue. Monk gets us up to 11, I think. 11 points. Alright, let's continue the run. Nice little diversion though. But again, whether an extra 15 seconds on a buff is worth forfeiting extra sort of posture damage in general from deflects and stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be an interesting calculation to see what's actually better for AP1 at least. I don't know. Savio would probably know off the top of his head. If anyone knows, Savio knows. Oh, he doesn't like it. Okay, maybe he doesn't then. But yeah, 8 skill points is a lot to spend for slightly longer buff duration though. Just by the sounds of it from my limited knowledge. You get it for AP1 runs, but you don't bonk ammo. Okay, so you forfeit the... I mean, the run and slide and the suppressed presence are obviously... you don't need those at all. And if you don't bonk ammo, you don't need the Ichimoji double either. Is that the 8 that you require? That's 3... No, that's 6, isn't it? So you still have to forfeit something else as well. Get out of my way, idol. You're messing up my pathing. Oh. I wanted to no-scope that guy. I have done it before, but I just thought since I'm not on a run I would mess around a little bit. Let's see if we can keep this area at 100%. Still never been shot out of the air. Even with my apparent risky strats, although I did just run into a rock, so that's changed something. Ooh. That was a close one. But we're still good. You can send his safe state till 8. The sword only with skill points you would tinker, but yeah, no worries, mate. I'll if I want to tinker with that, I can do my own at some point. Sword only is something I might consider in the future though, because I do like simplicity and I do like the sword. The sword only idea for this game. But maybe at some point. But I think at the moment I'll just be like trying to get this run finished and then move on to something different for a while, like maybe Elden Ring, maybe DS3. Or do what I should be doing, which is making content to make the world a better place, and something more, you know, philosophical, political, economic, and not game related. But I am on Twitch and I am playing games, so, you know, it's slightly conflicting with what I should be doing, but I've got to start somewhere, right? Absolutely not how to get rich. Unless you mean actually rich with a fulfilling life and nothing to do with money, then yes, absolutely. How to lead a rich life. Apparently you need to focus on that, boss, as well. I'm not gonna do Centipede 5 times though, don't worry. I've probably got a phantom save state here. Yeah. Seriously? Oh my god, everything easy is going wrong today. And everything hard at the beginning of the game, like Yobu, Bull, and Genie, went perfectly. Guess it's just one of those days. The tables have turned. Alright. Yeah, the key with Centipede is to press it a little bit early. Not to try to time it perfectly, you've got to press it a little bit early. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, let's go again, because I was yapping and messed up the buffing there. No, definitely not how to get rich in 2 months. What I want to do, ideally, Dermot, is bring a community together online that grows and grows and grows and is globally accessible to every single human being. And it grow to a point that we actually have meaningful democratic discussions about how to organise human activity on Earth from an objective, high-level perspective, where we can have meaningful conversations about, do we need a monetary system? Is it more damaging than it is helpful? What about the political system? Does it make sense every 5 years to defer our personal responsibility to a few people in power and then just do what they say no matter what? Or should we make our own minds up about how to do things? You know, things like that. That transcends borders, nationalities, etc., and works from a fundamental framework of, we are all human beings, therefore we are all connected fundamentally, and we can work together to make the world a better place, and then explore the universe together as peacefully as we can. That's what I want to do. That's really what I want to do. Yeah, but like I say, this is the first thing to combat, is there's no need for this left or right division when you start from fundamentals of, okay, well, what doesn't divide us? The fact that we are all human beings, that doesn't divide us. All of this left and right nonsense is a very ingrained narrative that doesn't need to be there, a bit like the monetary system, because money doesn't exist, right, except in our minds. Like, there's nothing logically wrong with the idea that we could just decide not to use money anymore. We can organize ourselves differently. For example, that just highlights that money has no actual link to reality anymore. It's all, money is just a measure of power to consume or manipulate other human beings based on a number that's next to our name related to a bank account, stuff like that. That whole system can just disappear if we simply decide and agree to do things differently. There will be a bubble you can't control. I'm intrigued. What do you mean by that? While I get rid of this guy. Heck. I think I landed on the wall there. That was fun. Yeah, you're in. Sign me up. Exactly. Well, this is the thing, right? If you start from basic fundamentals like that, I'm fairly confident that 95% of the world's population, at least, will say, yep, I would rather live than die. Right? Because that would be the first vote that we have, right? Do we want to kill each other? Do we want threat of dying all the time? Or do we want to try to live in peace together? Have a vote. Yeah? That's where we really start with a real, meaningful global democracy. And once a system is like that is set up, that people actually start believing in, then we can do away with this shirking of our responsibility to global leaders that then pull our puppet strings and make us go to war when we don't want to and things like that. Because the only power that these people have is what we give them every day through our decisions for how to live. And the more you highlight that to people, the more they will realize, actually, we have the power. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't, say in Russia, for example, if everyone in Russia woke up tomorrow and said, you know what, let's stop listening to Putin. We're not going to fight this war anymore. We're not going to do what he says anymore. What's Putin going to do? He's just one human being against however many million. In reality, he has no power. The only power he has is what people agree to every day by doing what he says. You know what I mean? The worst thing he could do is try to, I don't know, manually set off a nuke himself and go out in a blaze of glory. But all you need there is for enough people around him to say, to stop him, physically stop him doing that, and he has no power. And I'm pretty sure one human being against several million wouldn't have a chance. You gave up your hopes for humanity to come together for a good thing, but you're in to see the change. Well, this is the thing. People give up their hope for humanity, and I've lived in depression for the last few years because of that, because of a lack of hope. But all we need to bring that hope back and actually change how we function on planet Earth is an alternative for people. And the only way that alternative is going to really come into reality, as far as I can tell, is through the internet. Because the internet is always going to be there now, and it's the one way that we can instantly be connected. Me, you, someone in like Africa, someone in India, someone in America, you know, instantly connected. We can have a global democracy now, a real democracy where we're constantly revising our ideas, voting on stuff, deciding how to do things, constantly revising it, not setting anything in stone that doesn't need to be. Because if something doesn't work, we can try something else, you know? It's not like in Britain with Brexit, for example, where it's like a few months after Brexit, all the polls were showing, yeah, maybe we should have another referendum because people were misled, there was a lot of misinformation, etc., etc., etc. But because of some stupid rules made by a few people in power, another referendum wasn't on the table. Which is dumb. It's like, that's a big decision affecting a lot of people's lives. And what? We can't continue the conversation just because the vote's already been made, even though it was such a close call? How insane is that? That just doesn't make any sense. Frostpunk, no. Never played that. Yeah, exactly. These ideas are simple. But the only reason it feels hard to make it happen is no one's actually put in the effort to make the alternative feel possible. It is truly insane. Exactly. There's so much insanity that we agree to on a daily basis just because people lack hope. People feel like they have no power. People feel like they can't change the world. People feel like death and taxes are the only two certainties in life, etc., etc. But that's only the case because people don't see an alternative. And we are kept in that mind frame because of the general narrative, the general feeling that we can't do anything about it, that we're all powerless. But that's not true. We are actually all powerful. The power lies within each of us, all of us, and all of us together. Each of us individually and all of us together. So that's what I should be doing instead of playing Sekiro. But I'm basically just started with streaming just because it gives me at least some kind of practice and practice speaking online, for example, to start with. And it's a place to start, right? To build a community online. And it doesn't matter where this community comes from, Twitch, YouTube, it doesn't matter the platform. We can even make a new platform. And in fact, if a community does grow in the way I'm describing, and you get enough people on board, then you would have a lot of technically minded people with resources available to create a new democratic system online where we can vote on stuff, where we can have meaningful conversations, where we can filter out any divisive, you know, left and right fighting for ideas and opinions for no reason other than people's egos seem to depend on them. And all of that stuff. It's like if you watch the British Parliament when they're on TV and they're discussing issues, it's like they're not discussing issues. They're saying you're shit, no, you're shit, no, you're shit, no, you're shit. That's all they're saying. They're trying to make each other look bad for their own political and career-minded gains. And that's ridiculous. That's why politics is ridiculous. The way we currently practice it, it's popularity contests. It's beating up on each other. It's nothing productive comes out of it at all. It's just saying you suck. No, you suck. No, you suck. No, you suck. Do you watch any supposed political debate? That's the translation. That's all it is. No one says we suck. How do you mean? So this is a sugar I could forfeit. But at the same time, I think the skill book and that is sort of a bit too different for the Senpou skill tree. So, like I said, consideration for a future run, I think. Still cool to know about it though. It's just a bunch of infighting. Conservatives say Labour are bad, Labour say Conservatives are bad. Round and round in circles. And I just want to walk into that room and say, hey guys, are we actually trying to make the world a better place here, or are you just trying to save face and, you know, try to look better than the other side? What's really going on here? So your career is built on making the other side look bad and making yourself look good. That's your career. That's how you want to spend your life? Really? Or do you want to talk about, you know, actual policies and practices that might actually help people? Because it sounds to me like you're just a bunch of kids in the playground saying, I'm better than you, no, I'm better than you, no, I'm better than you, round and round in circles. That's what it sounds like to me. And that's what I mean about it linking with people being too married to their ideas and opinions and battling with other people because they want to win. They want to be seen as the winner. And then because of that activity, the actual ideas and talking about the ideas and whether it's a good idea, dispassionately, objectively, from a high level perspective, which would actually be a meaningful conversation, is completely lost and completely forgotten. Because instead of that, it's all about who looks better than the other. Which is just ridiculous. Oh, did I lose my buff? Because I was chatting too much. I was like, why is this fight taking so long? That's good practice, I suppose. Excuse me. Anyway, now you know what I really want to do and why hitless running isn't actually that important to me. It's just a way to start streaming. It's a way to start making a community online that I hope will lead to actual meaningful activity for humanity rather than just another way for humanity to escape reality, which is obviously what companies like Netflix and Twitch and YouTube profit from. Okay, I'm gonna free aim you for fun. Also because I completely messed up the death blow. There it is. All smoke and mirrors, that guy. And what did you mean by you like both, by the way? Sorry, I sometimes they go off on a little passionate rant and lose people, I suppose. Apologies if I've lost you, Dermot. Let's try this. Oh, style points. Let's go. You said go to the left, I went to the left, and we picked it up without the interaction. First time. Oops. I have a feeling that the sound is a bit loud again. Apologies if it is. Must be from our save state. It hasn't had the sound level tinkered with yet. Yep, there it is. I need a quick AFK. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. I hope there was no misunderstanding for Derman. No worries, mate. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, see you again soon. Ah, dude. What? Why though? Sorry, what do you mean? Oh, that's great. No, it's just because I went on a rant and you seemed to disappear, and I was worried that I might have said something that you misunderstood or something. That was all. I often think that if someone disappears while I'm on a rant, I think, oh shit, did I say something they might have misunderstood? You know, did I say something wrong? That sort of stuff. You got a call, yeah. I figured you might have just been busy as well, but sometimes I worry too much. But no, thanks for hanging out, mate. It's been a nice morning. Appreciate you, and hope you have a good work day. Hope it's not too stressful. Yeah, exactly. I appreciate your honesty. No, have a good one, dude. I'll see you soon. Hopefully I'll get a bit better at the game in the meantime. We can finally get this run done. Take it easy, dude. Confetti in the eye. Let's go. Crunchy, if you're still there, I've got a meow for you. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Alright, since I believe no one's here, we're going to go for 8 5 times in a row because I didn't quite manage that yesterday. I'm going to turn the music up a bit and I'll go on mute. So if anyone's out there watching, enjoy the repetitive content. Feel free to say hi and I will unmute.
ちはみはでぎょはい。
参る。シュラ。
再び修羅をやろうとはな。まだじゃ、セキロ。井戸底におるあの忍び。よこそ。おい。ダメだ。
狼いやこれいや今いしまみあそ
おい。すったね。おい。 足の源一郎終わり。破れられる。おい。極5その2。お前、そうさ、お前、何手に、に勝ちこそ、ず、お前、 井戸底におるあの忍び。おい。
狼キス。いやこれ。いや今石まみあそ。
探せ。もういい。井戸底におるあの忍び。おい。
狼キス。いやこれ。いや今石ま見つけあそ。
すったね。行くぞ。足の原因。まい。破れられぬ。
その
お前さは何手にかしこそずお前我鬼は行分正隆なり鬼の首まだ落ちておらぬぞ 底におるあの忍び。よこそ。さあ。
狼キス。いや、これ。いや、今、いしま、み、あ、ほ。
おい。足のと参る。さあ。極語その 手にしかしこそお前
井戸底におるあの忍び、特に行くぞ。
狼いやこれいや今石まみ足の
おるだ。
おい
足の剣。
ごくさその
お前そせ何手にしかしこそお前さ鬼は行分正隆なりせいては死ぬパッパー鬼の首まだ落ちておらぬ。
ねずきなしおこんそどいしょゆすこれはおう極かし
ありがそう。
再び間に合おう。まだだ、この忍び。参る。忍び、再び間に合おうとは参る。忍びよ、再び間に合おう。まだ、巫女の忍び。 再び間に合よう。まだ巫女の忍び。我が身その刀。我が胸その刀置いてゆけ。敵愚かなり。 はい。父はみはでぎょはい。
参る。
再び修羅をなろうとはな。
父はみはりでだいぎはい。
参る。
父はみはりでだいぎょいはい。
参る。シュラ。
再び修羅をやろうとはな。
父はみはでだいぎょいはい。
参る。
再び修羅をそうとはな。まだじゃ。Sekiro よ。切ってやれぬか。待たせたの。だがこちらの守備も上々じゃ。しかし老いたりとはいえあの一心に勝るとは。さすがはわしのせがれじゃの。これで全て我が手の中よ。足名もナイフどももこの国ごと食ろうてくれるわ。我薄いウコンザエ。なぜお前が修羅
違う、そなたはそなたは修羅ではない。
兵士民草合わせて死者数千。
生き残りはほとんどなし。アシナは戦国最も悲惨な殺戮の舞台となり、その地には後々まで鬼が潜んだという。